Hey Tyler and Matthew, this is Jeff with Zucor Marketing. We're based in San Antonio, Texas, and Jose forwarded your website over for an analysis. So we specialize exclusively in helping trade companies like handymen, roofers, painters to get more customers through Google. We've actually helped over 100 companies just like yours to do exactly that. And in this video, I'm going to show you specifically what's holding your website back and what your top competitor is doing differently that's allowing them to beat you right now. Let me start with a quick result from a recent client we work with. They're in a handyman industry with a similar market to yours. When they actually came to us, they were getting roughly 4 calls a week from their website. And after we implemented the same changes I'm about to show you, they were getting 11 valid leads a week within 90 days. I'm sharing that because I want you to understand that what I'm about to show you isn't theoretical. These are real changes that produce real results from companies that exactly like yours. Now let's go ahead and take a look at your website. Compared to your top competitors, your website is average at best. And I'm going to show you exactly why. Well, the gap isn't about on how your website looks, it's about how Google sees it. Right now, Google doesn't see it the way it needs to in order to put you in front of customers who are actively searching for your services. There are actually three main areas where your website is falling short. Let's go ahead and go through each one of them. Number one are the contents. Google is actually looking for 1,000 words on a homepage, and the more relevant content you have, the more Google considers you an expert in your field, and the higher it will rank you on the Google searches. Let's go ahead and do a quick count just for us to see how many words you have on your homepage. Well, currently you only have 64 words. Well, that is significantly short of what Google wants to see, so adding additional relevant content to your homepage would directly improve how Google will rank you. Number two would be the keywords. So keywords are the exact words and phrases customers search into Google when they're searching for businesses like yours. For example, someone in your market might type for home repair in McKinney, Texas, into the search, and then Google scans your website looking for those exact phrases. The more you use the right keyword throughout your content, the more Google considers your website relevant for those searches, and the higher it will rank you on Google. However, repeating the keywords too many times is called keyword stuffing, and Google will actually penalize you for it. So the goal is strategic usage. Now, let's look at how Google displays search results. So when you do a search, you'll see three types of results. The very top we have here is what we call the map pack, which takes into account the distance of the business from the person doing the search. And being here is actually valuable because this listings gets a lot of, attentions and clicks. The results here are actually your complete Google business profile, including reviews, a call button, updates, and many more, not just linked to your website. Below the map pack are the organic search results, which many people call real results because they're not paid ads. So this our website Google considers most relevant based on the keywords being searched and the factors about the quality of your website. And we have here your main competitor in the organic results, and this is exactly who's taking most customers away from you right now. Let me show you what they're doing differently that you're not. Right off the bat, they have a crystal clear call to action the moment you land on their homepage. They have an enormous amount of keyword optimized content throughout their website. They have a detailed service pages, regularly updated blogs, and tons of great contents. And every one of these things actually tells Google that this is an important and a trustworthy website, and Google actually rewards them by putting them at the top of the search results. Moving on with the numbers, so with the backlinks, so we have here a tool called Ahrefs that most SEO, specialists use to evaluate website. Let me go ahead and walk you through the numbers that we have here. Starting off with DR. DR is the level of trust that Google has in your website, and UR is the overall strength of your website. Backlinks here are links from other websites pointing to yours, so think of them as recommendations or shoutouts from around the internet. The more high quality backlinks you have, the more important Google considers your website and the higher it ranks you on Google. We'll be comparing both numbers, so with your competitors, they have a much more trustworthy and a stronger website. That's also because they have more backlinks, they have more keywords, which gave them more traffic within the last 30 days. What that actually means is that Google currently trusts their website significantly more than yours, and that difference translates directly into them receiving more calls and leads from customers who searched for exactly what you offer. Customers who also never even saw your website because your competitor showed up first on the searches. So, just to summarize what we found, your website needs better content and more keywords to meet Google's requirements, and you need significantly more high quality backlinks to close the trust gap between your website and your competitors. Each of these is actually flexible. None of them requires rebuilding your website from scratch. They are specific, targeted improvements that will directly impact where you rank on Google, and thus how many new customers you get versus your competitors. Now, some of these changes are things you can begin working on with yourself, and this video has given you a clear picture of exactly where to focus. But if you want quickly and completely beat your competitors, we can also help you out with that. Also, our founder, Mr. Sam Turcott, he's a marketing specialist who has worked with trade companies for over 25 years. He does a limited number of free 20-minute deep dive calls with business owners where he actually builds a specific action plan tailored to your website, your services, and your local market. It's a genuine working session. It's not a sales call. He'll tell you exactly what you should and in what order, and you can actually take that plan and do whatever you like with it. Jose will also be following up in a couple of days. If what you've seen in this video resonates with you, it's worth 20 minutes of your time to talk with Mr. Sam Turcott. So I really do appreciate your time. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.